we are. Season 4 of Skyhawk Sports Talk is upon us. Davis Gregory with Chris Brinkley here, the Hall of Famer here at the Level Up Arcade Bar and Woodfire Pizza Kitchen. Chris, it is so good. I mean, I saw you a couple weeks ago, but it is so good to see you go.
He UMC'd the Hall of Fame, helped with John Hattler, who's also part of our podcasting and radio and TV network. You did a great job.
Well, thank you. And congratulations to you and all the other inductees. It was a fantastic event. But no, if you haven't yet, when you see Chris, congratulate him, our newest Hall of Famer. We talked about Coach Simpson, got a chance to talk about it. Chris, we're filming this after. What a great way to start the year. I always look forward to our first episode. And goodness, every guest that we had, they were 5 stars. They were awesome.
No, it's exciting. I feel like in August, it's like Christmas in August when we start sports because you don't know what you're going to get, and it's so exciting, and I'm so happy to be back. Season number 4 and all of our teams. Let's go.
Yeah,
go Skyhawks.
Let's go ahead and start it up. This week in Skyhawk Athletics, our first edition of it here in Skyhawk Sports Talk. Soccer on Thursday, they will be at Murray State at 1 p.m., and then they'll be at home. Make sure to come out to this one Sunday versus Marshall at 7 p.m. on ESPN+. And then volleyball, they have their season openers, the Stashville Challenge, Chris, in Clarksville, Tennessee. That will be Friday. UT Martin will be in action in 2 matches. They'll play at Austin Peay at 1 p.m. and then Kansas City at 4. And then on Saturday, just a lone matchup against Jackson State. That one is scheduled for 10:30 a.m. Chris and I will be just waking up, refueling from the football game. If Friday we didn't get refueled, Saturday we'll get a chance to catch up, and we'll catch some UT Martin volleyball there. And football, we've got a little bit more to talk about in this section than normal here, Chris, because of Skyhawk Palooza.
Yep.
Very excited. Thursday, UT Martin kicks off the 2026 season with Skyhawk Palooza and Fireworks Night. Skyhawks take on Central Arkansas out of the UAC. Kickoff is scheduled for 6:30 p.m. Pregame on the radio starts at 6 o'clock, but we've got so much more before 6 o'clock before we hit the airwaves on the Skyhawk Sports Network. Skyhawk Palooza beginning at 4 p.m. We're going to have lots of food trucks out there. We're going to have live music by Hunt Pipkin. Maybe that last name sounds familiar. That is Paige Pipkin's brother.
How about that?
Who is a country music singer and songwriter. He's going to be out there with the band. It's going to be a great time. All the food trucks and everything like that. It's going to be so much fun. Fans can enjoy numerous interactive tents featuring Skyhawk student athletes with games, interactive activities, and so much more. Great chance to meet some of our new athletes, see some of our returners again as well. And did I mention all of this, Chris? I mean, the food trucks got to pay. But all of the activities, everything free.
Yeah,
come on, bring the kids out. It'd be a great time for you. Additional things that we've got: face painting. Chris will get his face painted. We got Pet the Pony. We got slides, obstacle courses. The first 200 kids to visit a registration tent who sign up for the Captain's Kid Club, you get a free exclusive swag bag while supplies last.
I'm amazed at all of this.
We should get some of that, and that would be great. Steve Christmas, the balloon artist with Big Balloon Nation, will be out there 4:30 to 6:30. Food truck's going to be open until 7:30 or until they're sold out. And then taking the stage at 4:45, previously mentioned Nashville-based singer-songwriter Hunt Pipkin and his band. And then I will be out there Squawk Talk.
Yeah, Squawk Talk with John Hattler.
5 o'clock, and our special guest, the team chaplain, Nick Glenn, joining us for our first episode of Squawk Talk, getting that going again for another year. But Chris, let's go ahead. Let's get into it.
Let's go. Let's do the show.
All right, here we go. Starting it off, head coach of the UT Martin football team, Jason Simpson, here on Skyhawk Sports Talk.
If I quit this season, I still be the greatest.
Skyhawk Sports Talk podcast is brought to you by Weekly Ford Nissan.
Welcome back. Here's Season 4 of Skyhawk Sports Talk. Davis Gregory with Chris Brinkley. Now joining us here on the podcast is the head coach of the UT Martin football team in his 21st season, Coach.
Wow.
Jason Simpson joins us now. I got Coach's tea. We're ready to go. He's got practice at 6:30. Here we go, Coach.
I've been coaching here. Is that longer than you've been alive?
No. Well,
it's pretty close.
When you took the job here, I was 5.
Well,
so there you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? But I can just see the maturity dripping off of you.
Can you really?
I appreciate it, man. You always get me excited about the season.
Okay.
I'm glad to see you. I know you got back on your worldwide tour, so glad to have you back.
I got on TV, and I'm trying to spread the brand. You saw my hat.
I like that. I did appreciate, because you know what? You see me when I go out other places.
You're decked out.
I'm UT Martined up, man.
You're repping. Always repping.
And so I appreciate that.
Thank you. Yeah, I found out that I'm getting an upgrade in Coach's phone, too, is my contact name is getting changed. I found
This was kind of fun. So, Coach, can I just tell the whole story?
Absolutely.
Coach actually texted Davis and said, I'm on my way. Could you order me a sweet tea, which he has right here.
And he did very graciously, and I do appreciate that.
So let me tell you how happy he was to get the opportunity to do that.
I appreciate that.
I was fired up now. I was fired up.
And then he put your straw in your tea. I wasn't sure about that, but his hands
my hands are clean.
I'm not a straw guy, but that's cool.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. There you go.
I like the ice, too.
Yeah. But then Coach gets here, and he says that as a contact in your phone, he was listed as what?
Radio guy.
Just radio guy.
Radio guy.
Yeah.
I've been working here for 3 years.
Well, like Kurt was kidding with me. It used to be radio kid, and then it kept moving up, so now it's radio guy. So
it's understandable.
I'm going to change it because I do appreciate that.
Well, thank you. I appreciate you. Thanks so much for being here. We had some technical difficulties. We worked it out, but you have, look at you. We're in the trenches already.
Hey, I was about to call Trudy, get her to come up here and fix this and make sure all this was working, but I'm glad you guys got it.
Actually, I go back so far with you that we didn't have contacts and phones whenever you first came to
that's
UT
right.
Martin. You actually had to know phone numbers.
Can you imagine having to remember those phone numbers now?
Right now, how many phone numbers do you actually know?
Julie's, my wife. Like if you said call Ty right now,
you couldn't call. Yeah,
if you
I don't
took
think
my
I
phone
could call
away,
Grayson.
If you said call Graham, call Emma.
Yeah.
So,
how many numbers do you know?
My mom.
Yeah,
that's it. That's all I got.
Welcome to our generation.
Yeah. See, look, I know my mom's phone number, and that's pretty.
But
much
I bet you remember your childhood number in Mississippi. I bet you remember that.
601
Yeah.
477
Yeah.
9051.
Don't call it.
Don't call that number.
My parents don't live there anymore. But Kurt, you remember your family's number?
Yeah, of course we do.
Before we get talking football or anything like that, Chris isn't going to like this, Coach, but I want to give you a second. We're in the presence of a Hall of Famer. Chris Brinkley, Weekly County Hall of Famer.
He deserves it.
I want to give you talk about Chris.
You know what? I didn't get a vote, but if I would have voted for it.
Fair, yeah.
I would have voted.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Coach.
Absolutely. Well, Coach, getting ready for this season, fall camp, just putting a bow on things. First, your recap of how fall camp went for this team.
I enjoyed the heck out of it, man. It may have been the longest camp. I'm not sure by days, but we came to camp July 27th. Okay, so what is today? April
August
20th.
20th.
August
24th.
24th.
Yeah.
Okay, so all those days, what the players have, maybe 3 days off. All right, today started school. It was fun. Meetings. I enjoy that part of it, man. The schedule's pretty much same all day, right, or every day, and the meetings, the walkthroughs, the weights, the meetings in the afternoon, and then the practice at night. Of course, we're in night practice. I love that. The installing the offense and the defense, seeing the players compete, seeing them develop, and you can look at it day one, what it looks like day 5. And one thing I would tell you with years of experience, you don't know how many reps it's going to take for a guy to improve. Okay, but there is a set number on each player. And the way we practice, and everybody's got their own style of practicing, and we 2-spot, so those young players have to get those reps, on the other end. And it's just real neat when one of them gets to come up with the 1s and 2s, and all of a sudden it clicks in and stuff. So I enjoy it. It's like Groundhog Day. It's.
Are you having to modify things and teams in general with so many new players?
Yeah. No. Yes, you do. You have to, because we got 50 new guys now with the portal not being open in the summer. Okay, you didn't take any guys this summer, the April portal. Mm-hmm. So the players that we have now are the players that we had, except for the high school players. There was, 15, 16 new high school players. So they were all new. 2 years ago, right? We're taking 15 new ones in the summer, 12 or 15 new ones. So, yes, it is modified some to where you say, no, we can't move forward with it. We got to push the install one more day. We got to go backwards, okay? Or you say, these new guys, we need to tackle more. We need to stay off the ground. We need, So, yes, there is adjustments that you constantly make. I'm not a real guy that lays out and says, these are 3 weeks worth of practice. Okay, now I know how long they're going to be. I know what time they're going to start. But I just kind of get a feel of, as I watch it, the emphasis I feel like the direction we need to do. There'll be some days where we're working some team, and I'll say, hey, the offense needs to do some play action against the defense because I need the defense to see some more play action, or I need the defense to see some more screens and stuff. So, we try to service each other and still competing as well as installing your offense and your defense.
Yeah, getting picked preseason favorite. What do you make of that when you all have been picked preseason? How do you treat that? Because I know every coach kind of has that thing of, it doesn't matter too much. But how do you treat that in the locker room?
I'd rather be first than last, right?
That is
true. Means you had a good year the year before. Obviously, I'm just honest with the kids. I said, hey, congratulations. You're in the top 25 in multiple polls. You're picked to win the league. That's pretty awesome. Okay, now here's the reality. Okay, Tennessee Tech left the league, right? So we were second, so we bumped up to first. Okay, everybody just went the same order they were in last year. So that's the reality of it. And then the next fact is about 50 of you weren't even on that team.
Yeah. Yeah. But I was here when we weren't getting picked.
Oh, yeah.
So it is a nice compliment, I think, to the program's reputation, period, that might not have a lot to do with this season and the culture that we have.
I think with new guys, I look at it from a positive standpoint to where, hey, you have an obligation when you come to practice every day. The guys before you that laid the groundwork, the expectations that come with us. If you put that blue and orange and white helmet on, there's a certain standard of play that all of us expect to see. So I like it. We use it to our advantage, and now once the ball's kicked off, right, the scoreboard's not going to help you at all about where you were picked, but that's okay. There's a sense of pride I think that comes with it.
Yeah, one thing you mentioned in the OVC Media Days was talking about how you really love this team was being very intentional with their focus and how they practice. How have you seen that play out? Like, what are some examples of that you've seen throughout fall camp of this team really is putting attention to detail and they're impressing you with that?
Well, one thing I'll tell you is this. I think our staff, I really enjoy this staff. We've got to, work some games together, but I expect nothing but, good things from the staff. But any directive I'm able to give this staff of the vision that I have of the program could be on a weekly basis, monthly basis, or even day to day, where I say, hey, we need to go this direction, with this. That doesn't mean we're not consistent, right? But we're continuing to learn the personalities of the different players, okay, especially in competitive environments. And this staff has been great. They've been great. The offensive guys, that's one thing that we have. Maybe we don't have a ton of returning players that everybody knows their name, but, the whole offensive staff is back. Okay, now we had to move some things around on defense, but T.J. Jefferson's done a great job moving up the plate here, assistant coach here, now he's the coordinator, and Rudy Griffin just handles his players, those D-line and the culture. Cliff played here, Antonio Clifton, and he's back coaching, and then we've added Brandon Fraze and does a great job with those safeties, and then Tyson Gale returning as our strength and conditioning coach. So there's so much continuity and vision of what we want to be about. So I say all that now to go to answer your question. I just give you things that I give directed to the players about, hey, our philosophy is beat the game. Okay, so what does that mean, right? Not only does it mean win first down, right? Stay in front of the chains, right? Don't beat yourselves, right? I mean, there's rules to the game. Okay, so no matter how physical you want to be, there's still rules. The whistle blows, you have to stop. If you don't stop, right, a flag's thrown. You can't overcome 15-yard penalties. So we're constantly talking about those. Well, in camp, those guys get tired. They go against each other every day. They get tired of blocking the same guys, and you can be short-tempered and stuff. And my philosophy's always been this. But when I was my younger coaching, right, you might hear a coach say, if there was a little tussle that broke out after the play was over, right? They would say, well, we needed that, right? We, make sure that, we got some guys that will bite. I disagree with that, right? Bite between the whistles. Show us the physicality and the violence that you'll play with in between the whistles. but it's a game, and there's rules to the games, and there's consequences to the game. So if they're able to control themselves during practice as much as we go against each other and compete against each other, right? Then that's the test to see if they can do it on Saturdays.
Yeah.
And so that was the directive they have. I think we had.
So your mindset changed a little bit.
I've been doing that, I guess, for about the last 15, 16 years. It's just like.
Well, sometimes you see that as lack of focus.
You let your emotions
focus on the wrong thing.
At that time, you're deciding that now it's violent, right? And all of a sudden, somebody's got their hand in your face, and it's just your natural reaction, maybe sometimes to kind of throw your hands up and stuff. That happens, okay? But I'm talking about blatantly after the whistle, somebody gets a late push on you, and then you retaliate, okay? 'Cause that's kind of the natural reaction, right? Okay. The guy that can control that and not do that and get the flag potentially on the opponent, man, that is a badge of honor in my opinion for a guy that would do that for us. So the coaches did a great job and preaching that to the players. The players did a really good job. And there was contact but there were some good things. So Julian has done a really good job. Our quarterback, our starter, he's going to start for us. He's been here with us 3 years. He's done a really good job keeping practice competitive and professional and still with, our values. And so I really do appreciate that. And then all the new guys on defense, and there's a ton of them. The offense has got the older players. Okay, I think we had a senior dinner at my house the other night. There's only 14 seniors. Wow. Which in this portal era is kind of low. All right. Normally you're gonna have 20 because you're gonna have 10 one-year guys. But this time that's how the recruiting worked out. So anyway, take that for what it is. Now it's a big junior class. There must be 35 of those in that junior class. So for whatever that means, we'll see going forward. But I really, really enjoyed our practices. I'm looking forward to going tonight. This is a team that you can push because haven't had to deal with any, attitudes and guys that aren't coachable. It's so I give the coaches credit for the kids that they recruited, and it makes it enjoyable.
Yeah, I know we got to get you going here to practice, but Central Arkansas here this week, the matchup here against the Bears. Last time the UT Martin faced them 2014, and their head coach Nathan Brown was the OC in that game. For you, Central Arkansas, normally we get you on Monday, and sometimes you're still going through tape, but now with the game on Thursday, what have you seen from them on tape and what they did last year? What are some things that kind of stick out?
Both first game of the year, right? Both sides are going back looking at all last year's tape, and you're trying to make a game plan on that, but yet everybody changes in the summer. Okay, you don't run the same plays. You make adjustments. You got new players and stuff. So, it'll take first quarter for both sides to kind of, maybe figure each other out a little bit. But have a lot of respect for the program. They had really good runs of multiple years of being at the top of that league. They had a little bit of a down year last year. I'm sure there was injuries and things that played a part. So, that's one of the things the portal can fix very, very fast. As you go from not a great year to a great year the next. So we're expecting a very hard-fought game. We're excited. We're here at home. That's a great thing for us. It's a very good non-conference matchup for us. I'm not so sure that, if they were coming off of an 8-4 season, that they're probably not favored in this game, probably, because they've just had a really good history. So it'll be a tough matchup for us, but we need to play a game, and so we're ready to go.
Yeah, Coach, thanks so much for joining us. I want to give a shout out. Mac was in the trenches getting everything set up.
How impressive is that? He didn't panic.
No, he didn't. You looked at him. He was composed.
He was composed.
That's right.
I need some of that on 4th and 1 or something in the fourth quarter. My man Mac was just cruising right there.
I mean, it was like a NASCAR pit drill. He was just going through.
Well, you know what? What I've noticed is the two guys that work with you, Chris and Mac, they're both even keel calm.
And I'm very,
Kurt's put a good strategy together.
Yes.
With that, if that was. some of the coaches I've had that were high strung, y'all might be in trouble.
Davis gets pretty excited now.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
No,
I mean,
But you guys keep him.
Yeah.
Keep him grounded,
y'all
though.
keep me back. Hey, there's a holding.
I'm afraid we need a trainer sometimes in the broadcast booth whenever you score a touchdown.
Hey, well, I tell you what. When are you going to come in the locker room at a home game?
When do you need me to take my shirt off again?
Hey, what game did we do that in?
TSU.
That
It was like in November because we had that long stretch on the road in the bye week.
Oh, okay, I got you. Well, I tell you what, we got 2 weeks, right? So you pick one. You pick one of these games and come on in there.
Okay. All right.
And how about this? I went to the band the other day. Okay, I spoke with the band, and it was great. I appreciate them and told them how much we need them and we appreciate them, and we're all we're in this together to provide entertainment for the community and for the students and stuff. All right, and I said, look, I'm gonna share something with you guys. I've never taught anybody this except for my players, so I shared with them the after the game, song.
Yeah.
All right. And maybe I didn't do it very good, but they were kind of looking at me. I was up there chanting, and I guess my beat wasn't right, my rhythm wasn't right. Lennon was there with me. Lennon was like, "Y'all got to speed it up. Y'all got to catch up with Coach a little bit." So I don't think I impressed them, but at least I shared it with them.
I'll go talk to him.
Did you play any musical instruments? Ever play anything?
My mom made me take piano lessons,
Yeah.
1st, 2nd, 3rd grade, and you used to have to fill out a notebook about how many minutes that you practice per day.
Yeah.
And I would just scramble right before I had to go to lessons and fill in the blanks, Finally, the teacher told my mom, "Hey, you just probably need to save your money." And so that was the end of that. So,
I think sports worked out for you.
well, you know what? And I think Emma may have taken some lessons, but so I guess none of us are musically inclined.
Yeah. Well, Coach, thanks so much for your time. We'll let
Appreciate
you
you
get to
guys.
practice. We will see you next week. We'll see you
Absolutely.
Thursday, and then next week right back here.
Sounds good.
Thanks
man.
so much
Thanks,
for joining
guys.
us.
If I quit this season, I still be the greatest.
Skyhawk Sports Talk Podcast is brought to you by Weekly Ford Nissan.
We are back here, Skyhawk Sports Talk, debut episode here for Season 4, Chris. And now joining us, UT Martin Volleyball starting their season this weekend in Clarksville is head coach Jaclynn Wilson. Joining us, UT Martin, is the Stashville Challenge. What a name there.
Yeah.
For the first tournament of the year, Stashville Challenge. So, okay, I thought about this today. Is it like an entry requirement that coaches have to wear like a mustache? Like a
Yeah,
fake
I've got
mustache?
a sticky one ready.
Okay. All right. So what happens, though, if we sweep this week? Do the mustaches stay on for you and the coaching staff for the rest of the season?
If we wore mustaches and swept this weekend,
That
yeah.
would work.
Yeah.
I mean, why
okay.
not?
Yeah, absolutely. Chris and I would wear one if we were calling.
I'm
the
not a
Can you
big
grow a
superstitious
mustache?
person.
I've
Oh,
Maybe.
slam!
No, it's hard.
I know my
Abraham
brother.
Lincoln didn't have a mustache.
I know.
I will try.
Okay.
I'll try.
Okay,
I'll do it. If we sweep this weekend, I'll try.
let's go.
We'll do it. Coach is always on me. Coach Simpson's always on me about not being able to grow facial hair, so I can.
Let's do it.
I'll give it a go.
Let's go.
Sweep 3-3. We got 3.
3-0.
3-0. 3-0 this week, and Chris and I will grow out mustaches.
Oh,
No,
No, Chris is in this too. Chris is in this too. You're in this.
no.
Why
I
not?
will support you.
Okay. Chris never wants to do the crazy things I want to
Yeah.
do, Coach. And
you
it
know,
kind of.
somebody's got to do it. It's all about balance.
That's
I mean, you
right.
know, Julia and
That's
myself.
right.
It's all about
So
balance.
let's talk about that, the yin and yang of that. So
Mhm.
she's what and you're what, and she's what and you're what.
Oh gosh, I mean, it kind of depends on the day. Good cop, bad
Okay.
cop.
Oh.
She's very structured, very organized. I'm a little bit more fly by the seat of my pants,
Yeah.
and I bring a little bit more excitement to the
Yeah.
space,
Yeah.
but we balance each other really well.
Jumping together.
And neither of us are good at math.
Worked
so-
together for a
No.
long time, though.
Long time.
Yeah.
Long time. She's very, very, very loyal and a great coach, very knowledgeable. She's a volleyball junkie, watches more film than anybody I know. And us finding each other was such a blessing. She's, great, great people.
Yeah, a 12th season for you as head coach here at UT Martin.
It's a long time.
Reading the preview that Ryan Rickman Rhino, he said it was the draft, so I got to read it before
The
anyone
draft,
else.
I know.
I got the special
I was going to say, wait,
edition.
that didn't come out
No,
till Wednesday.
exactly. I get the special edition to prepare for this. So your 12th season, 10 of the 17 student athletes are upperclassmen in 2026, and then 11 Skyhawks stand 6 foot or
Yeah, we're
taller.
big this
This
year.
is the
We're big.
tallest team that UT Martin has ever had in
I
its
know, how
Division
cool
One
is that?
era.
Yeah, that's cool.
Talk about that and the recruiting and getting taller.
Yeah.
What went into that?
Well, you can't coach tall, and there's a type of athlete that I like, and for example, we have beach too, so I like girls that can transition into both. But over the years, that had found us a little undersized indoor, and so that was something we really, really focused on this last year when we recruited. Was we just felt, we didn't match up well with these bigger schools, and so we got a lot of size. We've got 3 girls that are between 6'2" and 6'3", every bit of it, and I'm really excited for what we're going to see defensively this year with that size at the front of the net.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to get into OVC preseason players to watch. Kyler Martin, who was here last season, and then Luli Arcusi as well. How have they looked in preseason? What's impressed you about those two?
Yeah, Kyler, super proud of Kyler. She came in as a freshman and really hit it that year to develop. And she came in great shape this fall. She worked really, really hard all summer. I thought she had a good spring and, was pretty focused on, the goals we had for her going into this fall. And not only physically has she looked good, but she has just, taken a pretty big leadership role in our gym and super competitive. And I'm really excited to see her and what she can do this year for us. Luli, I think, she's one to watch. She's going to be she's got a heavy arm, a lot of big size. She's played middle and right side. Right now we've got her on the right. And I think you're going to probably see her 6 rotations for us. And just to have, someone her size out there. She had a great beach season and I think proved to us that, we could look to keep her in the backcourt. And we're really, really excited about her. I think we're going to use her offensively, both front and back row. And she's a competitor and she's very fiery, the way she plays, and I'm excited about her.
Yeah, I want to get into one of the best stories on your team, Mia Signs, who she started 52 matches her first 2 seasons, but has been limited to just 1 combined match since 2024 due to injuries. How proud are you of her being able to make this comeback and to be able to get back to play this sport that she loves?
I can't talk enough about what an awesome human being Mia is. Mm-hmm. And she was raised by the best. She's got a great family. She has been through a really tough couple of years. And it's been seeing her back on the court this year, big full circle moment. Honestly, I didn't know if she would physically make the return. I had hopes if she couldn't, that she'd at least come back in a graduate assistant role for us and stay with the program. She's just that type of kid you never want to get rid of, and she's our biggest leader. She's our only team captain right now. And the girls lean on that really heavy. She's still, coming off of a couple years of battling some injuries. And we joke, she's kind of the grandma in the gym. So, we're going to have to manage that a little bit, but she's going to play a big role for us in so many different ways. And I couldn't be more proud to see her on the court.
You dealt with injuries in your playing career, devastating injuries, right?
It's tough. Yeah.
But how did that help you influence players that are dealing with injuries?
Some of our best players have overcome injuries. And, you look through, Olympians and some of your best athletes in the world have overcome surgeries and injuries. And I just think providing them an environment where they're supported, where they can grow and develop and come back stronger. I always tell the girls it's going to be hard. It's going to be really, really hard, more mentally than physically.
Yeah, that's the part people may not realize.
Yeah, but what you can do what you can learn if you actually apply yourself. And those girls sometimes, if it's sitting next to us on the bench and helping us statistically, or us, they're getting to hear more of the coach's side of things as far as the communication or what we're seeing. You see the game a lot differently when you're, spectating from the side. And I think for me, I was really young when I got injured, and I didn't feel like I had a ton of support, and I didn't really have a vision coming back. I didn't have a coach being like, hey, you can come back and be great, and this is, where we see your role. And so I think for me, that was one of my biggest reasons I got into coaching was, I think there's such a big space for great athletes coming back from injuries. And that doesn't scare me. Obviously, it stinks. You never want to lose your player to injury. But, Karen Scanlon called me her senior year in high school. Last game of the season, tore her ACL. Yeah. And she was a mess because she didn't think we'd want her anymore. And, she was one of the all-time greats that ever played for us.
Even recently, Tommy John just passed away. And Tommy John changed the surgery on the arm for pitchers because he was willing to go through that surgical procedure and change the perception of what medically you could do in that situation. It's happening with it's happening with all the sports injuries now. It's fascinating, actually, that an injury is not necessarily career-ending now, but it is a setback that you have to overcome mentally.
Even as an older, like Julia and I will jump in sometimes, whether it's in the sand and physically I am so far from where these girls are, but just the IQ of the game and what I think sometimes when you're injured, what you can learn and you can see the game differently, and it doesn't all have to be, powered. There's a lot of smarts that go into it, and I think challenging our girls when they're injured to apply themselves in that way has really helped on the return side.
Yeah, I want to get to a fun story here before we let you go. Your team came to watch your girls play their softball game. How much did that mean for you to have your team there to watch your girls play softball?
I can't speak enough, and Kurt has allowed me to be a mom first, and raising young girls around a bunch of really strong, self-motivated females. Like there's no better environment, and I'm really proud of that. I'm so thankful for the relationships my girls have with our team. Girls who have left me, for years still have. My girls have been, I think, in 3 flower girls and former players' weddings.
Wow.
So I can't speak enough about like the family piece. And I really think this year that's something our team has talked a lot about for themselves. They've talked about like sisterhood and, just making each other great. And although we want to compete with each other, your strengths make me better. My strengths make you better. And we're all competing for the same thing. But they did come out and watch my girls play. I love it. I'm not shocked at all. They are super involved in my kids' lives and my kids' biggest cheerleaders, and I'm so thankful for that.
Yeah, that's awesome. Coach, thanks so much for joining us. Good luck here this weekend. Look forward to having you on here later on in the year as well.
Yes. Hopefully for a good year.
Yeah,
We're
absolutely.
excited.
We'll go ahead and take a break. Keep it right here, Skyhawk Sports Talk.
If I quit this season, I still be the greatest.
Skyhawk Sports Talk podcast is brought to you by Weekly Ford Nissan.
Welcome back here to Skyhawk Sports Talk at the Level of Arcade Bar and Woodfire Pizza Kitchen. Davis Gregory with Chris Brinkley. Yeah. Now joining us from the UT Martin soccer team, 4th-year head coach Mike Varga. Coach, thanks so much for joining us. Wow, you're the best dressed so far.
We're talking cover of GQ magazine right here.
Well,
yeah.
I try.
You do, yeah. Button down, nice shoes.
Looking good.
I don't know if that's telling that when I do put pants on, people are like, "Hey,
people notice.
Look, he's got pants on.
He's wearing his long breeches."
That was actually one of the first things that I saw. Yeah. Wow, you're stepping out here for the first show of season.
Well, don't
4.
get used to it.
Okay, all right, I won't. I'll next time Chris and I will wear like shorts and tennis shoes.
I'll put on
By the way, I watched your mic'd up video. It was fantastic.
Yes,
go to UTM Sports to check that
yes,
out. And you were very, very entertaining.
Yeah.
I knew that I was on, and there were a couple things that I had to make sure it didn't make that. But that was fun.
Yeah. I think one of my favorites was I don't know if we got the whole soccer team here.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't think Kylie's here, but my favorite was she tried to challenge a throw in late in the game, and Kylie, I am never going to challenge a throw in. What are we talking
I don't know if there's a benefit to challenging a throw in. We haven't put in that play yet where we're gonna get a throw in at midfield and we're guaranteed to score a goal.
Yeah.
So we're working on it.
Yeah, building that up into the game plan and everything like that. Well, UT Martin Soccer, of course, is the first team to get going in the athletic year. You are off to a great start. You are unbeaten first 4 matches for the first time since 2014.
Yeah,
really good start. Yeah, whoop that up. Let's go. Yeah, that's awesome. So, what a start for you and your team so far. What have you seen from them?
Well, we've had 3 on the road. I've seen a lot of resilience, a lot of fight to the bitter end. 2 of the games we've come from behind late and scored a goal to tie, and then you can have bad ties, you can have good ties. I think those both felt like they were good ties for us on the road against quality opponents. But just the fight that we have. One of the words that we talk about is grit, and we've definitely shown that so far.
You took that right off my page. The 2 equalizing goals coming in the 86th minute or later. You've got the clutch gene here to start out, and that's really good to have.
It's not the game plan.
No, yeah.
But yeah, if you keep yourself in a game and keep battling.
And, you know, I feel like if you do it a couple times, that might become you don't want that to be your identity, but you can at any time.
Yeah, no, I think there's a confidence that we can come back, but the plan will be that we don't have to come back.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Fair enough. So right now, UT Martin second in goals scored, first in goals against average in the Ohio Valley Conference. From this, what did you see in preseason that really impressed you and knew that, we're going to get off to a pretty good start here in 2026?
Well, we had a lot of new faces. I think, I know that Jaclynn talked about her team culture as well, and we have a good culture here. The players are very welcoming of new players, and they worked hard from day one. I think that I heard many of them. We started earlier than we've started before because of the new NCAA rule, and I think a lot of them were anxious to get back and see each other and get started. So it's very telling that they wanted to be here. They want to get to work, and very excited for what we can accomplish this year.
Already 2 shutouts on the season for the Skyhawks. Mac Titus looked up today, 7th in the country in shutouts so far this season. Defense has always been talented since you've been here. What have you liked there from the back line and then also Mac and goal?
Well, I think defensively it starts with effort, even from our front 3 or front 2, however we're going to play, and the effort that we've been able to put into the matches has been, from where we start our pressure all the way through the midfield to the back line. And then we have a lot of confidence that if they do get through all of us, that Mac's going to be there to make a save. So she's done a very good job.
Offensively, what have you liked so far from your team?
We're creating chances. We're getting into the right opportunities. It was good to see the ball go in the back of the net a few times when we played Chicago State. It was good to see, we're finding chances against quality opponents. It was I really loved to see Addie score her goal last night and tie that one up, and I think that we're getting a little more confidence in front of goal.
Yeah, bus rides. It was 6 hours going to Normal, Illinois, and then 6 hours back. What do you do on long bus rides?
For the start of the video, I watched a lot of video last night. I watched with my daughter Allie being at Texas State now.
Oh, okay.
I watched them beat number 6 Baylor last night.
Wow,
so that was exciting.
All right,
they beat Baylor and Texas A&M on the weekend, so that was
nice.
That's a good weekend.
That's
for them.
pretty good. Yeah.
So I watch a lot of games. I try to prep for upcoming matches. I went back and watched some of Murray State, who we play on Thursday, which is, they're good. It's their opponents so far have been Notre Dame, Ole Miss, and Missouri. So. They're looking forward to getting
How
home.
about your non-conference schedule this year? It's challenging.
Yeah, no, that's I want to challenge these guys and get us ready for conference play. And we don't play when we go into matches. We know that we're going to play top teams from Conference USA and the Missouri Valley and from the SoCon so far this year. And we want to be able to compete. So we're not going to shy away from anybody.
Yeah, as one of the first teams that's back on campus, obviously August is very hot and July very hot in Martin. How did you all combat the weather and kind of playing around that?
Yeah, you were dealing with heat index at 110.
Yeah, no, I think with the NCAA rule changing to allow us to come back a little earlier, we don't get thrown into you start training on August 1st and you're playing a match on August 5th. So I think it gave us an opportunity to get acclimated a little more. We went in the morning, did a little more conditioning, and then we went later on in the evening and got the ball out and played. And I think that was good for that first 8 to 10 days to get us ready, and I think there was benefit for what we're able to do this year.
Were you still wearing long sleeves even in the night practices?
You know, I don't get sunburn if I wear long sleeves.
Yeah, but what happens if the sun's gone and you can just wear short sleeves?
Gonna pick on me about something.
Well, I'm just saying, I don't know. It makes me feel hot. That's what it is.
I'm starting to work. I'm working out a little bit more.
Yeah. Okay.
I might get out the short sleeves again.
Okay.
Ooh,
All right.
Okay. or tank top.
Davis, I'm working.
Okay.
Trying to match you.
Oh no, yeah.
No tank tops. You're not going to see tank tops. No.
That would be.
I will draw the line.
What a statement you could make to the opposing coach that
I'll show up in a
you've
tank
got
top
you've got
for the
your
game.
guns out and you're
Right.
just
I'll borrow one of beach volleyball's tanks.
Yeah, we could. Yeah, we could
Next
do
home
that.
game, that's what I'm wearing.
Yeah, we could.
Probably
You've already
not.
got the aviator sunglasses too. I saw that last match.
Yeah.
You looked like Tom Cruise.
Wow.
You were ready.
I was ready.
You're paying attention, Dave.
I am. No, but like if we win aviator sunglasses, tank top, I mean, I think the game would be over at that point in time.
Maybe I'll put on some jorts and.
Hey, now we're talking right now.
Do you really have some jorts?
No, I don't have it.
Okay, all right. Okay.
We need to change that. We need to get him
My
jorts.
Skyhawk jorts.
We need like a Skyhawk emblem on the jorts, or you be like John Cena and he had like stuff on the back pocket.
Yeah,
I'm just spitballing.
I think I'm
here.
past that, Davis.
Okay, all right. Okay, I'm just spitballing. Fashion here. We're just trying to,
or lack of.
Yeah, lack of. Okay. So up next to finish off the show, we're having your newcomer on. Allie Carroll is going to be our next
headliner
guest.
tonight.
Yes, the headliner. You're our only student athlete. She's going
Wow.
to be on with us her first year here at UT Martin. I have a
Hey,
question.
I've heard that she is a pretty good country singer, so maybe
Oh,
get her to belt out a tune.
okay.
I don't think she'll do that tonight, but maybe later on.
Chris, get Spotify queued up.
Yeah.
We'll do some karaoke.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nobody sings alone on Skyhawk Sports Talk. Chris and I will join in. We'll be good. So, okay.
So what do we need to ask her about?
Oh,
that,
yeah,
though? So is
yeah.
this-
About
Or-
musically?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay, we'll find
country
out.
music, I'm sure.
Okay.
We're
We're going to get to the bottom of this.
We
though.
will.
Okay.
That's a promise. We will. Okay. So for Allie,
I will tell you that our first year players like to volunteer to sing on the bus for upperclassmen, and our
Tradition.
upperclassmen join in.
yes.
There's no coercion. There's nothing being forced. They love to do it, and she was very talented when she did it.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
all right. We need to learn more about this.
okay.
We need to. We'll dig into that here in a second. But my question for you: so if Allie were to want one superpower, you've got to go into the mind of Allie. If she was going to pick one superpower, what do you think it would be? What would be her superpower?
I don't know where you come up with these questions, Davis.
Honestly, I don't either. I think my ADHD medicine just fuels it in the morning, and I'm like, what's the most random thing I can think of, and I can just put it in the script.
I would say a fishing superpower.
A fishing superpower?
No, fishing isn't a superpower.
She already has that superpower.
That's a talent.
Okay.
I think maybe the superpower. What's the Incredibles? The speed.
Yeah,
Oh, Dash.
definitely.
Yeah.
That would definitely work.
She can run back, save a goal,
Yeah.
head it, and then run forward and assist herself and score one at the end.
Now,
Take corners and finish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
spoken like a true coach for your superpower for one of your players. That's perfect. That's perfect. Coach, thanks so much for joining us. Look,
Yeah.
against Marshall on Sunday, so Skyhawk fans come out Sunday. Also make the drive up to Murray State and then come back for Skyhawk Palooza. We'll have that as well.
Yeah.
But Coach, thanks so much for joining us, and good luck to you in the rest of the season.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
We'll go ahead and take a break. Keep it right here at Skyhawk Sports Talk.
If I quit this season, I still be the greatest.
Skyhawk Sports Talk podcast is brought to you by Weekly Ford Nissan.
We are back here at a packed-out, Chris, Level Up Arcade Bar and Woodfire Pizza Kitchen. The UT Martin soccer team, Coach Varga, everybody's here for Allie Carroll that we have here on Skyhawk Sports Talk. Allie, how does it feel to be the headliner here of the first episode of Season 4?
It feels good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It yeah, I mean, look, what can you say here about your teammates? Support here. First day of classes, they're probably tired. They're like,
Yeah.
no, we got to come out. We got to watch Allie here on the podcast.
They're sweet for coming. I appreciate the support. I know they're tired because we got back late last night, but they're sweet for coming.
Yeah,
I appreciate
what
it.
time did y'all get back from Illinois State?
3:15.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Did you sleep on the way back at all to try to get some extra rest for first day?
Maybe 30 minutes.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. It's hard for me to sleep on the bus. I tried, but it was a struggle.
Sleeping on the bus is hard. You
Yeah.
got to get, some
hard to
people.
get comfortable.
There's some people that are in your row and then you can't fully lay down. It's a bad deal. It's a bad setup really from the start. It really is. Well, Allie is from Olive Branch, Mississippi, a junior defender for the UT Martin Sarga team. Her first season. Was Coach Varga right on your superpower? Would you want to be Dash or the Flash?
That would be nice. I would like to have invisibility.
Oh,
that'd be nice. Yeah.
I think that would be a cool one.
Yeah, imagine that as someone is like dribbling down the field and then they just
The
trip
ball just,
out of nowhere, and they just see the ball just dribbling and no one knows what to do. It would work, I feel like, for one match, and then I don't think it would.
Well,
work
I think
for
on defense it would be amazing.
Oh,
offensively, it
no one
probably
would-
wouldn't matter.
Yes.
Would
Yeah.
it? I mean, how could you be invisible offensively? Could you? Yeah. I mean, they'd see
Maybe
the
just-
ball.
yeah.
But defensively, you'd be dominant.
Oh, but offense, the ref couldn't see you for offsides.
Very true.
Oh, that's
could just
true.
cherry pick.
You could just go down there, and then oh my goodness, the wind. I mean,
Yeah.
Doctor's kick. It just bent
It
right
just
into the
bent.
goal.
Huh.
They're unbelievable.
So
Yeah.
what about the singing? So what'd you sing
Yeah.
on
Oh,
the
my
bus?
God.
Yeah.
Our country music superstar.
I'm not much of a singer actually at all. I do like country music, and I just kind of put my headphones on and sang my heart out, and it kind of was what it was.
song
I don't
was it?
even,
What song was it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Before He Cheats.
Oh,
that's Carrie
yes.
Underwood.
Carrie Underwood.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Is Carrie Underwood your favorite country artist?
She's not. She's good, but she's not one of my favorites. I don't really have a favorite. I like the old country music.
Okay.
Like what?
Like
What?
Merle Haggard.
Oh, my, you're really talking.
talking.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
I'm impressed.
Old,
So
but-
Haggard and Johnny Cash and
Yes, sir.
Jones and
Yes,
Hank.
sir.
Oh, good for you.
Holy
Well,
cow.
I mean, in northern Mississippi, there's a lot of the music is very popular in that area. You got Muscle Shoals over here. You got Elvis in Tupelo.
Yes, sir.
You got the Sun Studio, and then you got the old country music too.
Mm-hmm.
No, you got it in your bones.
That's
then,
what
don't
you have the best music taste of any of your teammates.
Thank you.
I
Already,
can't
Chris.
believe
No,
you said
actually,
Merle
I
Haggard.
agree
I
with
would have,
that.
I
Yeah.
would have never guessed Merle Haggard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who has the worst music taste on the team? We got everybody. We almost got everybody here.
I mean, the music taste is good. You know, I like it. Usually Uni's on aux, and she does a good job.
Okay.
Getting everyone hyped. She does good.
Good.
I don't think it's bad. I think it's good.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think
Plus-
Merle Haggard's gonna hype anybody
Yeah,
up.
my kind of music's not very high.
There's
so
there's
that's
just
okay.
not one person though where you're like, I will never let you touch
Yeah,
the
no.
aux cord.
Everyone does good.
Okay, interesting. All right, very supportive of you're trying to earn the respect of your teammate, not trying to, I like that. That was good. Very political answer there, Allie. All right, we also fishing. I read this
Yes.
here on your bio for Northwest Mississippi that they had your hobbies listed. Fishing, one of them. When did you start fishing?
Literally my whole life, just
Okay.
growing up fishing, with my family and friends or whatever. But I love it. I have a fishing pole in the back of my car.
Wow,
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Are you this will be for like the fisher people out, the anglers out there, baitcaster or spinning reel?
Spinning reel.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. Now that's old
Davis
school
has
too.
really gotten into fishing.
I have.
Really?
I have. What we need to do is Coach Varga needs to find a way to get to Coach McMillan, our women's basketball coach's pond. And I tell you what, there are some big fish in that
No,
pond.
there are.
What's the biggest fish you've ever caught?
Honestly, probably a catfish. I don't know how. I didn't weigh it, but like quite large. We have like
Okay.
big catfish in our front.
More than
pond.
10 pounds?
Not more than no, sir. Not more
Okay.
than 10.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I do. I enjoy fishing a lot.
There are a couple spots around.
There
around
are.
Martin. There are.
There are.
There are. So what's like bass fishing? Because like I like to do bass
I
fishing.
love bass
What's
fishing, yeah.
what's the biggest bass that you ever caught?
I have never weighed any, but maybe like 3 or 4 pounds.
That's a good
I mean,
fish,
you
though.
know,
That's a quality fish.
She's really fishing for the love of the sport.
She
though.
is,
Obvi-
for the
you're-
love of
are
the
you throwing
game.
them back?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah. And no cooking. You catch your release. Yeah. No. I mean, maybe you cook. I don't know. Maybe y'all cook
Sometimes,
catfish.
but
Okay.
yeah.
If you're hungry.
Yeah, sometimes.
Okay. So your mom played soccer at Mississippi State. Your dad played football at Delta State. I didn't know this. Of course, Allie being new, we're finding out more things about her. You were the leading scorer at your high school in basketball.
Yes, sir.
Talk to us about that.
Basketball was just something that I kind of did for fun. Like, all my best friends played in high school, so I just, like, in 7th grade, I just kind of picked up the sport and then, like, just played all the way through my senior year. And it was just really fun for me, and I enjoyed it. And my team, pretty much all the way through, was pretty successful. We stayed together, had pretty much the same team all the way through senior year. So it was fun. It was a good time. I enjoyed it.
How did playing basketball help you play soccer?
Honestly, like, it helped me, number one, stay in shape, because I was, like, playing basketball, and then I'd go to soccer practice. Like, it was just, 2 practices a day and stuff like that. And then also, like, honestly, soccer kind of helped me in basketball, just understanding the defensive, right, yeah, and, like, help side and stuff like that. So that actually kind of helped me in basketball.
Yeah.
What made you want to choose soccer over basketball for whenever you wanted to play further in college?
Honestly, I kind of never really was like soccer was always like, okay, yeah, that's what I'm gonna play in college. So I was kind of always a plan, and like I said, like, basketball was kind of just for fun. So I was never really like college serious about it. But yeah, I mean, it was just kind of a, I never thought of it as like, oh, let me play in college, So
We've asked this question before on the podcast about if you were gonna make a basketball team with your teammates to go play in the rec.
Oh,
who are your other 4?
Yeah.
I would have to say my first pick would definitely be Mac. She's really good.
She was like all state.
Yeah, she's really good. We sometimes go in the rec together and like play actually, but
oh, okay.
My other people. Yeah,
you don't have to answer that.
We'll just play 2v2. We'll just do that. We won't do all starting 5. We can do 2v2.
You're off the hook.
Yeah, no, we're good. We're good. Mac, and then there you go. We'll just play 2v2. If anyone wants to play 2v2, Allie and Mac, they'll play in the rec center. There you go. All right, so again, basketball, Lewisburg High School. How was it there in Lewisburg in Mississippi, I guess, and then just your high school experience there?
It was really good. It's a 7A school, so it's pretty big school. I mean, nice campus, and the people there are really, really sweet, and the school is really inviting. I enjoyed it, and especially like playing basketball. It was fun. I was with my best friends all the time, and so it was really fun. It was nice.
All right, now for our fun question time.
Okay.
This is my favorite part. Chris knows this is my favorite part of the show when we get into fun question time.
And
Okay.
I'm glad you're not asking the horses and the ducks question.
No,
that
yeah.
You asked repeatedly.
Don't
worry about it. Don't even.
Can
know
I
the
ask
answers.
it, though?
No. Ask these questions.
The question was there. Would you rather fight? I have to just say it. Would you rather fight 10 horse-sized ducks or one? Or wait, what was it? It was like one. It was 10 duck-sized horses and one horse-sized duck. Who would you rather
worry
fight?
about it.
Yeah, you don't have to answer. I just needed to get that out of my
sleep
system.
over this.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Someone
You
actually
get some really good questions.
Yes,
right here.
someone actually knew that question. They knew what it was.
Yeah.
They had heard it before. So yeah. Okay. Anywho, back to business.
See, you're still thinking about it.
Yeah.
See,
No.
So
we need to move
actually, to your credit, Davis, I thought it was the dumbest question I've ever heard in my entire
No,
life.
yeah, you said it a couple
but
times.
I actually still think about it.
Yeah. No. Okay.
I can't.
All right. Here we go. Back
Okay.
to business.
Yeah.
This is a new game we're going to introduce here on Skyhawk Sports Talk called Matchup. So the topic here in Matchup is snacks on bus rides. So just completed that 6-hour, 5-hour bus trip from Illinois State. So we're going to roll with the best snacks to have on the bus. So what's going to happen is I'm going to give you 2 snacks to go against each other.
Okay.
And then you pick one from the 2. And then that one faces up against another one. And we just keep going until we end with 1.
All right.
Okay, are you ready? Mm-hmm. All right, maybe I don't know if I
No,
explained.
you got it. You
think it was good? Okay.
Yeah,
All right,
but what
first-
I didn't realize is this is bus snacks.
Yeah, so just bus snacks.
So part of it, I think, would have to be it's not messy.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Let's just go with that. Okay. Peanut butter crackers or fruit snacks?
Fruit snacks.
Okay, fruit snacks or granola bar?
Granola bar.
Granola bar or M&Ms?
M&M's.
She laughed at that one.
M&Ms
That's
or
good.
beef jerky?
M&M's.
M&Ms or an energy drink? I kind of cheated on that one.
M&M's.
M&Ms
I
or
think we've got our winner right now.
Oh, hold on, we got two
Okay.
left. M&Ms or Dunkaroos?
What's a Dunkaroo?
Dunkaroos is this. I tried to throw one in there. Tried to throw a curveball. It is this cookie. It kind of comes in this packages at a gas station where there's icing on one side and then these cookies on the other, and you dunk the cookies into the icing, and it's not very messy. But you would still say
That's
M&Ms
a lot of
probably
effort,
over there.
though.
Maybe if it was chocolate icing,
I think
I'd
they
say
make that.
Dunkaroos.
Okay, all right.
You gonna go with the Dunkaroos? Really?
Are they bad?
I have no idea.
I've
but
never
you were
had
so
'em,
certain
but-
on the M&Ms.
They were a big hit on social media as they were coming back. So
If it's chocolate icing, I'll say Dunkaroos.
we'll go.
Okay.
We'll make an exception. We'll say
Okay.
chocolate icing for the Dunkaroos.
And
Okay,
this is
final
the
one.
Championship round.
Yes, this is the championship. This is the final. Dunkaroos or Bucky's Butterfly Gummies?
Dunkaroos.
Dunkaroos over Bucky's.
There we go.
Okay. Do you have a favorite snack from Bucky's?
Not from there. But my gas station go-to is one of those icing covered honey buns.
Oh Lord.
That's what I like.
Yeah.
Okay. So if we would have had that on the list, that's,
yeah,
that's
that
the
over-
win.
yeah, that
Microwave or
wins.
do you see it right out of the package?
Right out of the pack.
Okay.
All
Yeah,
right.
no, that's good stuff.
Okay,
Yeah.
but you nuke it.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That.
But I can't
that's-
eat the whole thing. That's too much.
All
It's
right.
like eating a football made out of that's too
Yeah,
much.
no, the calories. Yeah, no, that'll get you. Yeah.
I can eat the whole thing.
No, I would sleep after.
There you go. Well, we'll just say Honey Buns is the unofficial
There you
winner
go. Yep.
here of our first matchup. Well, Allie, thanks so much for joining us. Good luck here in the rest of the season, and thanks so much for being here at UT Martin.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
We'll go ahead and take a break. Keep it right here, Skyhawk Sports Talk.
If I quit this season, I still be the greatest.
Skyhawk Sports Talk podcast is brought to you by Weekly Ford Nissan.
That'll do it for the first episode of Season 4 of Skyhawk Sports Talk. Chris, I believe this was our 90th. Oh, my goodness.
90th episode.
You're throwing paper.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think this was number 90 or it's
Yeah.
number 89. We're going to hit episode 100
this
this
season.
year.
Yeah.
And soon.
Yeah.
Soon.
Yeah. What are we gonna? We gonna get some pizza from Woodfire to celebrate?
I think so.
Yeah. Okay.
I think that would be right.
Let's do it.
That would be good. Maybe we could get it in 100.
Yeah.
Like 1 is up 1, 0, 0.
Okay.
I think that would be
Okay.
really good. I
I'm
think
for
that'd be
that.
great. Hey, I want to give a special shout out. We shout him out. Coach Simpson actually shout out. Mac helping
Yeah.
out there. Everything was good, and then, of course, as technology likes to do, it messes up right when you need it. But Mac, unfazed.
We're good.
He was great. He
We're
was
good.
like a quarterback. The last drive of the game, he was locked in. He did a great job. I want to give a special shout out to him. Also, everyone in sports information, Ryan Rickman, Alex Bogus, Parker Griffith. What a great show. Thanks to our coaches, student athlete Allie Carroll joining us as well. Great way to start the 2026-27 school year, Chris.
And our gang at Woodfire. We're so glad to
Yes!
be back here again.
Big
and if
thanks.
you've not
Yeah.
been upstairs at Woodfire, you got to check it out. Play some pinball.
Right. Big thanks to Alan Latterman, his crew, and everyone who's been working behind the bar, serving our student athletes and our coaches, our faculty and staff. They're terrific, just like they are every single time you come here to Woodfire Pizza Kitchen. Chris,
Yeah.
final thoughts.
That's it. We're going to see if I can hit the camera and
Okay.
call it a night.
It took me to the last episode to get it.
You going first? Well, you have a bigger. Is that one piece
No,
of paper?
I'll get it shrunk.
Okay.
Shrunk.
Okay.
Shrink trunk.
All right. Let's get out of here.
All right, ready?
Yeah, at the same time?
Sure. Why
Okay.
not? All right, ready? 3, 2, 1.
Oh, you hit it.
Boom! Yeah! Well, you got the lens, I got the recorder, but we're good. That'll do it. We will
night.
see you next week for Skyhawk Sports Talk.
If I quit this season, I still be the greatest.
Skyhawk Sports Talk podcast is brought to you by Weekly Ford Nissan.